Welcome back, Reflections. I am the one and only student and teacher, SR22, because we are the drivers of these vehicles we call a body. I was gonna dive into the universal laws, but like I was just telling my granny, I feel that it's important to share the importance on who our people were and who we was. So this the good, the bad, and the ugly. You see what I'm saying? That's the only way. They love to show us the ugly, but there's a lot of good. Shit, fuck good. There's a lot of greatness beyond this, beyond being indigenous, being what you are, who you are. This lesson here is about the Black Panthers. No, not Wakanda Forever. Though that movie has some vital points and some key points in it, this isn't about Wakanda Forever. This is actually about the Black Panther Party. So many of our young folks, I'll go around and I ask children of all ages between 16 and below. And I will ask them like, hey, are you familiar with the Black Panther Party? And you know what's the first thing they reference? That's what you got it right. You got it right. So this is just a little broad view. We're going to get deep into this. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's only right. I'm going to share some key points on the Black Panther Party, but we're going to really get into the names of the Black Panther Party. Because I want them to know and let our ancestors know that they still live within people like myself. You see, I rock the red, the black, and the green, only the representation. The red is meaning my blood, the black is my skin, and the green is the land. It'd be some blue in here for the water, but you know how this come. That's everywhere. Let's get into this. Quick lesson. Black Panther Party. This was formed in 1966 in Oakland, California, for a self-defense revolutionary carbonated organization, pretty much. Mainly against police brutalities. So y'all think the police been killing us lately, going after our black women, our indigenous women? Man, it's been going on since the 80s. The difference is we got a lot more cameras now. We got a lot more televisions and things that could be seen quicker. So we're going to get that up to the universe as well. But yeah, being formed in 1966 in Oakland, California. They organized community events such as free breakfasts for kids, free health clinics. They had over 65 social programs and even shoes and clothing donation. Back in the day, in those times, you know, we used to step out in suits. You understand? You understand? We used to step out in suits. My granny was telling me, man, listen, man, Mr. Johnson step out in a press suit, all starched up, just to go get a motherfucker carton of milk. You're like, where you going, Mr. Johnson? Just go get some milk. But that's how we were. You see what that means? It's all about how you look. And if you portray this certain look on the outside, it tells a lot about you on the inside. You understand? But let's continue. With over 5,000 members. So y'all thinking y'all yelling gang, gang, and y'all think y'all doing something. I think the only biggest numbers in gangs here in America is like Bloods and Crips, gangster disciples, black disciples. But other than that, this was an organization with many everything. Crips, Bloods, crackhead, everything. They was all in this because somebody wanted something to change. With over 5,000 members, they organized 45 branches across America. Now, if you're not familiar with branches, think of your library. You got a library on the West. You got a library here on the East Coast. You feel what I'm saying? Look at it like that. So we have 45 different branches, all right? We call them chapters. So over 250,000 newspapers weekly. This weekly, you guys. This is 250,000 newspapers every week. So every time a person like myself would type something off my mind or something I wanted to share on the people, I would type that out and I would share that to the people. 250,000 copies. Now, this is before a lot of times, before we had cell phones, a lot of this technology going on right now. I'm the last of the Mohicans, in the middle and the last. You feel me? In the beginning and the ending. Their opinion polls of the day showed 90% melanated people supported the Black Panther Party. So you know how we're so distributed and loosened in so many different parts and groups? With over 5,000 members, that's solid members. We ain't talking about the associated that's just standing out there passing out Black Panther Party flyers. We ain't talking about the ones that's coming to every little program to get their little free clothes and shoes. We ain't talking about them. You see what I'm saying? We talk about just us strong, just people that say, you know what, I'm willing to risk that for me, because you want to stand for something. You want your people to be truly free. yeah, man, we always supporting this the Black Panther Party, right? Wakanda forever in y'all case. But anyways, if you're not familiar with J. Edgar Hoover, that was a president, and he described the Black Panther Party as the #1 threat to the internal security of the United States. That's Panther 21. That's a group of your finest. We call them the talented 10th. That's the group of the finest. And they, yeah, it was men and women. You see what I'm saying? I hate that we strip so much away from what's divinity. When the earth is feminine, the earth gives, the earth bears fruit. The earth bears women. Come on, you guys. Life starts with women. But let's continue. Infiltrators play a key role in the arresting of the 21 Black Panther Party members. Yeah, we know why we like to call them snitches. You know what I'm saying? You working on the inside. You got the wire on you. That's what we like to call them. 20. Look, man. People were trying to take us down. Co-intel. All right. We was accused of coordinated bombings and long-range rifle attacks. Just because, number one, you have the right to bear arms. You have the right to bear a rifle in any state. Any state, okay? And when they said we was... So this is how I felt about it. This is how we're going to speak about it. How are we, or how are they a threat to society because they carry guns? Don't the KKK carry guns? We got organizations of different groups of people that carry guns wherever they go. You know what I'm saying? Non-paperwork. But just because we were, but you got to understand the fear wasn't about you carrying a gun or having any weapon. You know what I'm saying? The fear was more in you being organized. You got to understand when the mind running rapid and everywhere, you can't be organized. Once they realized black people done sat down, we done all sat down, the kids listening, we all in here like, man, we got to do something different. We got to make some changes. Now, don't get me wrong, everybody wasn't on it because obviously they would have been snitched on. Nobody wouldn't have told on them. All right, but I want to touch on some key point programs. Number one, the 10-point program. It addressed issues from housing to military services and made such demands as the release of all black men from prison, you know, of course, wrongly imprisoned, and an end to police brutality. They wanted full employment for black people and access to land, food, and education. Now, you got to understand that you think you have access to land, food, and education. No, it's their education, it's their food, and they bought the land. Even though the land is free, water's free, everything else free, it's just to breathe is free. And I bet money if they could charge you to breathe air, some of us do, they would. But let's continue. Number two, they had another one I love. The defense of the Second Amendment was the aspect aimed carrying rifles and strongly supporting the position that black Americans had constitutional rights to carry weapons. The right of the people is to keep and bear arms should not be infringed. Okay? Now, that's the Second Amendment. Now, not many people understand or overstand that you have the right to bear arms. You just have to understand what type of arms that you bearing. So all y'all running around here with these switches and these 30s, you're putting yourself in a position where you don't have to. I'm not saying you don't have to have it, but if you're going to be rolling around like that, get a high-tech rifle. I mean, come on. My bro in the Army, he done showed me some high-tech. Listen, they got some rifles out here. That's something very, very special. Very, very special. All right? This is only part one. Stay tuned to the next video. I want you to know everything about you is very, very strong and very, very great. Okay? And I'm going to leave you with an important quote. A very, very important quote. A coward dies 1,000 times because you was already dead on the inside. My name is SR22, and we are the drivers of these vehicles we call bodies. Peace, love, and protection.